Hey Han, I'm Chloe and this is the Fireman Spin tutorial. My mission is to share my passion for pole dancing and make pole dancing easy to learn and accessible. This is the 7th video of the beginner pole trick tutorial series. In order to maximize your training out of all the videos, I highly recommend you to start from the very first video of this playlist, as the tricks will be a progression of the video before. The Fireman Spin is a really cute trick. You can use this on both spin and statics, so we'll try them both today. This video is mirrored for your ease of learning. I'll also have a red wristband on my right wrist and my right ankle to indicate the right side of my body if you do get confused of the directions. This trick tutorial is created for you for informational and educational purposes only, and for you to enjoy learning pole dancing from the comfort of your own home. Please participate at your own risk and don't work beyond your capability, and seek help or spotting when necessary. For any health concerns, please make sure to seek professional medical advice. Please also make sure you warm up your body before you start this video. I have a warm-up playlist depending on your level under the playlist warm up, so that you can try them before you do the tricks. If you enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up so that I know to create more of these kinds of videos, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet, so that you are notified every single week I upload a video. If you're looking to further your pole journey in combining tricks and dance together, then sign up to my online platform Pole Art Vault, where we put all the tricks and dance together into a combo and learning an entire routine with combos and dance together. You can find the link in the description below for further information. Alrighty, without further ado, let's get into our Fireman Spin tutorial. Rightio, let's start with our conditioning. Now with our conditioning today, we are going to do our knee lifts in our split grip position. So, you are going to stand on the left side of the pole. You're going to come onto your toes. Now from here, you're going to bring your inside hand nice and high. Make sure that you can see the imaginary, or if you do have a watch, the face of your watch on your wrist. Now you're going to pull in the arm. Make sure you rotate your shoulder back and then down. So make sure you're not hanging in your shoulder. Rotating your shoulder and then down. From here, outside hand comes across underneath your chest. So make sure you're creating that 90-degree angle with your outside hand. Make sure you check your form. You're going to push in your outside hand, squeezing your armpit in. So pulling in your top arm, pushing away in your bottom arm. You're going to lift your knee off. Now, if you are feeling strong, you can bring your knee all the way towards your chest, or if you feel like this is a little challenging, then all you need to do is lift your leg a tiny bit off the floor, as long as you're still holding onto the pole in the right position. So let's try 4 on each side. We've done 1 now, so we've got 3 more to go. So pulling in your top arm, rotate your shoulder back and down. Outside hand comes across your chest. Beautiful, lifting your leg off. 3 and 2 and last one. Beautiful, well done. All right, onto your other side. Now, if you feel like your hands are sliding down, make sure you get some grip aid, wipe down the pole, do whatever you need to do. And then let's try it on this side. Standing onto your toes, standing on the right side of the pole. Inside hand comes nice and high, rotating your shoulder back and then down. Outside hand comes across your chest, creating that 90-degree angle, squeezing your armpit in. Pull in your top arm, push in your bottom arm, lifting your leg off. And 3 and 2 and last one. Well done. That is your conditioning done. Now these are supposed to be challenging, so if you feel like it is challenging, it is supposed to be. So don't be too stressed out for now. Rightio, let's get into our Fireman Spin. Now, as I mentioned earlier, with your Fireman Spin, you can do this both on static and spin. They work on both. So I shall show you what a Fireman Spin looks like on a spin pole. This is what a Fireman Spin looks like. Now, let's break down our fireman spin. With our fireman spin, let's try from a standing position before we do this aerially. So, what's gonna happen is your inside leg goes behind the pole. Now from here, you are going to place your ankle, your inside leg ankle onto the pole, knee facing away. You're gonna grab the pole with your inside hand nice and high, outside hand across like how we did in our conditioning. Now from here, your outside leg goes in front of the pole. So make sure that the back of your ankle is on the pole, in front of the pole. So you're squeezing your inside ankle behind the pole, outside ankle in front of the pole. Now from here, you're going to face your knee out and you're going to sit your bum down. And there is your fireman spin positioning. Now let's try this on the pole. Now, as I mentioned, again, this is on a spin pole. So if you want to do this on spin or static, they both work. I'll go through how to do it on a static pole after this. Inside hand comes nice and high. Outside hand comes across your chest. Make sure you're creating that 90-degree angle with your outside arm, squeezing your armpit in. Now from here, you're going to swing your outside leg around and then you're going to place it onto the pole. So make sure, remember, you want to step your outside leg around, so lift your outside leg up, swing it in front of the pole, placing your ankle, both ankles on the pole, squeeze it out, and then make sure your knees are facing out. From here, you're going to keep your leg exactly where it is. You're going to slide your hand, so loosen your grip on your hands, and then you're going to slide all the way down onto the floor. Now from here, you're going to grab the pole, rolling yourself up, and there is your fireman spin. Well done. All right, onto your other side. So, inside hand nice and high, outside hand comes across your chest, squeezing your armpit in. From here, you're going to take your outside leg off the floor, swing it in front of the pole, placing your inside ankle behind, facing your knee out, bum sticking out, sliding down, 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 all the way down, placing your legs onto the floor, squatting down. You're gonna roll yourself up, and there is your fireman spin on a spin pole. Well done. Now, let's try this on a static pole. Now, with your static pole, it means that instead of spinning or staying where you are, you're going to have to create even more momentum with your outside leg so that you can give yourself a spin. So, actually, let me put this on static so they can have a look. She's very intrigued. She loves the pole. Not sure why. So, what we're gonna do on a static pole is very, very similar to how we did on a spin, but think about swinging your outside leg all the way around so that you can create momentum. Oh my gosh, I'm about to hit you, baby. I'm sorry, I have to move you. All right, from here, you're going to swing your outside leg all the way around, swing, and then coming all the way up. Now, as you can see, I swung my outside leg all the way around a little more than how I did in my spin pole. Now, if you do this on a spinning pole, you will spin out of control. So make sure that when you're doing on a spin pole, that you don't swing your leg too much, but when you're on a static pole, that you swing your outside leg around, so you're almost trying to pivot with your inside leg. Keep your inside leg where it is until you go swing, 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 and then you go tuck, and then rolling yourself up. So make sure you do it on your other side as well. Don't forget your other side. And there is how to do your fireman spin on a static pole. Now, let's go through some tips and common mistakes. Now, first common mistake is, as I mentioned earlier, it's the swing in your leg. Now, on a static pole, make sure that you swing your outside leg all the way around so that you can spin yourself around the pole. And make sure that your grip isn't too firm so that you're able to use your hands and then you're able to slide down the pole. Now, with your spinning pole, if you swing your leg around too much, you are going to spin out of control depending on how much your pole spins. So make sure that instead of swinging your outside leg around too much, that you tuck your legs more towards the pole. So the difference is swinging and then tucking. Yeah, so make sure that you don't swing too much. All you want to do is place your ankle on the pole and then your inside leg goes behind, or if you can at the same time. Now, second option, if you feel like you're still struggling with your leg positioning, what you can do is just place your outside ankle on the pole and then place your inside ankle on the pole so that you know how to position your leg correctly. Now, speaking of your leg positioning, make sure that both of your ankles are squeezing the pole on the same height. So sometimes I see like one ankle up, other ankle like really low, or vice versa. So make sure that your ankles are sticking together. Now, other leg positioning is your knees. Make sure that your knees are facing out like a froggy. So sometimes I see like your knees like together, like onto the pole, or like squeezing onto dear life. So make sure that your knees are facing out for your fireman spin to get into the correct positioning. Now, as I always mention, if you feel like you're sliding down, make sure you wipe down the pole with methylated spirits, wipe it down with towel. If you feel like you don't have any hand grip or body grip, make sure you get some body grip on your body. So I use shaving foam, or get some hand grip, which all the links will be listed in the description below. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with any of the products, but these are just for your own benefit to be a bit more grippy. Now, last tip is to make sure that you're not hanging in your shoulder. This one is a very, very crucial one because this is a very common sort of injury point if you end up hanging in your shoulder. So make sure, as I always mention, pull your shoulder down so that you can engage not just your shoulder, but also in your lats here. I usually just call it like the wings. So your shoulder and your wings. And those are all the tips and common mistakes I wanted to go through. Now, just a little mindset tip here. If you feel like sometimes you're getting stuck on one trick, or if you feel like your conditioning isn't paying off, it's a very common thing. If you feel like pole dancing or anything in life really is going to be a very progressive and linear progression, I feel like it's gonna be a very hard sort of thing to grasp. For me, at least in my journey, and I don't think most people's journey, is not gonna be a very linear journey. Some days I feel like I'm not getting any of the tricks. Some days I feel like not very energetic. Maybe I haven't had enough sleep. It is a very common thing. So make sure you're kind to yourself. Maybe if you feel like you're not getting this particular trick, or maybe like any other trick that you've tried, try coming back to it later. Doesn't have to be now. Maybe you might just one day understand, and something might just click in your head and be like, oh, that's all I had to do. And don't feel like you have to get every single trick too. So make sure you're kind to yourself, enjoy your pole journey, and enjoy learning your new hobby or even a passion that you found. Thank you so much for joining me in my Fireman Spin tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the very next tutorial. Bye! Sorry, baby. Sorry. Hi, baby. For this one, I have to move you. I'm sorry. All right. So, you're going to place your hands onto the pole, inside hand high, outside hand across. Oh my gosh. Baby, I'm sorry. I really can't. I love you. Stay there. Stay. Stay. Stay, please. No.